Welcome back to Bless Unleashed, everybody. Does Bless actually have endgame? It doesn't. It actually has no form of endgame whatsoever. So these are the things that you need to be careful about. Before we get into it and tensions rise and people start screaming at the top of their lungs, endgame means a whole different range of things to a slather of people. To me personally, endgame is that carrot at the end of that line or stick or whatever you want to call it, where it prompts us or pushes us to continue on in the game, gaining levels, gaining gear score, whatever it might be, to participate in an adventure. So in these instances, really high-end dungeons, which Bless kind of have, but does not push us towards running that constantly once we get our gear, or raids. No raids, nothing. We have PvP, and some people consider this endgame. I don't think so. The PvE side in Bless is enjoyable as hell from level 1 to 30. Probably the most fun I've had in any game so far.
It's kind of weird how we don't have cloaks in this game. Like every other MMO, I feel like cloaks, capes are a thing. There's no back
capes
in this game.
No capes!
No capes.
Sucked into a turbine.
He knew what I meant. I fucking love you, Lee.
It's a huge call, it really is, but it was enjoyable to level and adventure and explore the world, even though I find it quite small compared to other MMOs, but it was enjoyable. However, once you get to 30, right, you can do all the Abyssal Dungeon content, right? Put this into perspective, the max level is 45. Why the hell is the max level 45? It doesn't reward us for getting there. Yeah, there's a few stat changes along the way, but it's nothing massive. You can legitimately get to level 30, max out your gear through enchanting, and leave your characters there. Like, it doesn't do anything massive for you. So my pet peeve with PvE is that we've got a handful of Abyssal Dungeons which can be smacked over in 15, 20 minutes for the most groups. Okay, fine, the people that are more knowledgeable, fair enough. But there's just nothing left to do. Once these are done and you've accrued your gear, that's it. That's the end. When people ask, hey dude, do you want to run this dungeon? The answer generally is fucking no. Bless Unleashed, the PvE aspect and the endgame systems, they're just non-existent. There's no leaderboards, there's no raids, there's no big ass bosses to kill. Okay, joining a boss in the open world with 50 people and smacking it for 5 minutes with no train of thought whatsoever is not content. Sorry, it's just not. So when they do release these new areas, adding a couple of new regional bosses is not content, right? I can't stress that enough. We need content. PvP is an absolute mess. There's nothing fun about it. And yeah, sure, I am probably the minority and one of the people that play PvP the least. But upon doing 1, 2, 3, 4, even 5 matches, even I could realize and see that 1, it doesn't reward me for my time playing the match. 2, it's boring as hell. 3, people AFK like crazy. 4, people stack teams constantly and do this in Discord channels and make it an unfair advantage for the other team, which I believe is being addressed, but is still not being addressed yet. A lot of the bugs have been fixed, though there are still a few issues. There's class unbalancing, which are in most MMOs, so we really can't get the shits too much with this. But for the most part, PvP is not endgame. It is so broken, so boring, so unrewarding that nobody should consider this endgame. That's pretty much my stance on it. There is not much more to say about the endgame systems. I haven't touched the game for probably 2 months, a good part of 2 to 3 months now. And I've logged in and I'm no further behind or in front of anyone else that's been playing every day for 10 to 12 hours a day. Just fact. Because there's no upgrade in gear quality, there's nothing. And to be fair, like I was saying before, the map is still quite small. And you can say, alright, fine, the game's only been out for a year. Alright, fair enough, and it's been a crazy year. I get that. But where are the systems? Where are the leaderboards? Where are the measuring contests with other guilds and other people? Where are the PvP instances? It's taken too long to get things fixed. We're seeing a couple of updates that have been rolled out, which are quite frankly not really updates. They're more like hot fixes and quality of life issues that probably should have been addressed 6+ months ago. Anyway, that's my stance. I will be playing the PC version, but for now, there is just no point in continuing this right now. There just isn't.